Hello, and thank you for joining our micro webinar on Get Modern with Microsoft 365. We're going to talk about today the key to success in the new normal of how work gets done with Microsoft 365 and Teams. In today's new remote work landscape, businesses like yours are being tasked with making sure that their teams have access to the apps and the data that they're requiring their employees to be productive with. So we put together some key points in being successful with Microsoft 365 and Teams. My name is Clint Haynes, and I help organizations of all sizes properly research, implement, and get the most out of all the technology that they're looking to deploy. So this is how things look for most small and mid-sized businesses today. The IT infrastructure is becoming increasingly fragmented as companies attempt to improve workforce productivity and try to work within a budget. Now, the irony is that this fragmentation means that you might be spending more money, but you're not necessarily making more profit. When adding new services and solutions to fill the real and the perceived gaps in IT, businesses are holding on to legacy systems that are so-called good enough. And these legacy systems, they take more time to manage, which just impacts your profit margins. And meanwhile, your employees, they're using so many different devices, resulting in a mobile workforce that absolutely needs additional security and protection. Studies show that 60% of small companies, they go out of business within 6 months after a cyber attack. It's cumbersome for you as the business owner to implement a compelling security and business continuity offering, because where do you even start with something like that? Well, Microsoft 365 is a really good first step. Now, we see technology leaders and business owners and managers moving away, trying to squeeze every single dime out of their IT assets and move towards a more strategic approach to technology adoption. For instance, RightScale's 2019 State of the Cloud report found that small to mid-sized businesses surveyed are running 3/4 of their workloads in the cloud, with 43% of those using public cloud solutions like Microsoft 365 Business Premium. Compatibility shouldn't be a core concern here, and we'll get into that a little bit more later, but to put your mind at ease, our team of engineers can assess your environment using the Microsoft tools and determine if application dependencies or if there's any compatibility issues with moving to Microsoft 365. As you can see on this slide, 99% of third-party add-ins are compatible with Microsoft 365. They did that on purpose, right? Now, Office 365 has all the apps you know and love with the latest features, functionality across your web platform, mobile, PC, Macs. Compare that to Office 2019. That was the latest version of Office prior to Microsoft 365. And there was a huge jump in functionality. But don't get me wrong, every version of Office has added great functionality and value on top of what was already there before. But Microsoft 365 has all of that and more, like intelligence and collaboration, security, and accessibility. And what's important to understand here is that Microsoft keeps adding even more value month after month. They're always rolling out new features. And it's really the best version of Office yet, and it just keeps getting better. As you can see on this slide, to the left here we have a perpetual license that you can put on one PC and has static features. Pair that to the right with Microsoft 365 Business Premium for the same price. It's going to be per user. It's always going to be up to date. Like I said, they roll these features and functionalities and security packages out all the time. And that just happens in the background. So you always get the latest and greatest. It's going to include Microsoft Teams so that you can have more collaboration with your coworkers or some folks that you might be contracting with or customers that you're editing a document with, so that you can do that securely on up to 5 different devices. If you remember, at the beginning of this webinar, I listed reasons why small and mid-sized companies consider cloud services. For instance, predictable cost, improving their security so that they can easily access the documents and applications from wherever they might be working from. Microsoft 365 is a solution that offers that improved security and teamwork capabilities that map to those key IT initiatives. And of course, refreshing laptops and PCs. It's part of the process of moving to a modern IT ecosystem. And we'll show you with our support how we can help you make that move to not only Microsoft 365, but any other sort of cloud services or IT initiatives that you might have. We'll be here every step of the way. Companies, they typically upgrade to Microsoft 365 because they want the benefits of file sharing, remote access, and data security. Businesses who do upgrade, they cite those multiple benefits, including increased productivity per mobile worker and reduction of the time spent going from app to app to app to app to get their job done, which increases collaboration and reduces that downtime and the use of having to use third-party software packages. And it all ties together with teamwork and security built into the Microsoft 365 platform, as we'll see here on this next slide. And I promise, I'm not going to drain this whole slide, but as you can see, using my Microsoft 365 includes a built-for-you security posture. I would like to point out, if nothing else, take a look at multi-factor authentication. If you aren't using multi-factor authentication in your businesses today, stop. Stop what you're doing and ask why not. Or give us a call. We'll be happy to talk you through it. But not only can we secure your data and your devices with Microsoft 365, heck, we can integrate your phone system into Teams. In fact, we just integrated our phone system into Teams. Gone are the days that we have a desk phone. Not that you can't, because you can. We just choose not to do that. So we also partner with a tier 1 global service provider that's going to allow global calling into 40 plus countries, and you can port numbers from 50 plus countries. So just one of the many, many benefits, and we're going to do a whole series on this, but just one of the benefits is that you can pretty much eliminate international calling if you have that today. And companies are moving into this, such as Mountain Park Health Centers has done. Mountain Park Health Centers went with Microsoft 365 Teams to solve their remote access challenges, and in return, it gave them one centralized approach to collaboration and communication for their entire team, not just the remote workers. Of course, you can use this in the office too, right? And so now I want to show you a fun and insightful little video from Microsoft 365 on what is Microsoft 365 Business Premium.
When viewing this film, please keep your company name and your product in mind.
Right now, 43% of cyber attacks are targeting businesses with less than 300 people. Now, I'm not very good at math. I'm great at math. So I know two things. Small and medium-sized businesses like yours not only account for 95% of the companies on Earth, they're also under constant attack. To combat these attacks, you need the best tools available. And that's where I come in. I'm your new Chief Security Officer. I'm here because there are over 1 million new cyber threats every day. And you've already got a full-time job keeping all the tech in your office running. But you say to yourself, at least the criminals are focusing their attention on the big corporations. I know I'm new here, but I'll be frank. You are so incredibly wrong. Every year, 55% of organizations your size are attacked. So if you weren't attacked last year, then statistically, I have some bad news about what's going to happen this year.
Gee, what a mess.
As your new Chief Security Officer, I want to tell you about a few things you can do to improve your security strategy right now. Your company needs to be secure. You need to collaborate. And you need to be mobile.
And it's all because of
Microsoft 365 Business Premium.
To learn more, check out some notes I prepared for you here.
So yeah, as Frank was alluding to, they've prepared some notes on Microsoft 365 Business Premium and a lot of the security features and functionalities that come with it. And we'll have those available for download at the end of this webinar. So when you think about migrating with confidence, using a company like Virsage, who's a Microsoft Gold partner, and we've migrated thousands of people over to the Microsoft platform. It gives you the confidence to move into the cloud with the help of a company like Virsage and our amazing engineering and operations teams so that you can get the support that you deserve. And we assess your entire current environment. Then we're going to prepare everything with a plan to migrate you and onboard you into Microsoft 365. And so I want to thank everybody for taking a few minutes out of your day to join me today and talking about Microsoft 365 and Teams and how it can make you more successful in this remote work environment we find ourselves in addition to solving some of the challenges even in the office. If you have any questions, give one of our senior technical advisors a call at 866-929-8092 or shoot us an email at info@virsage.com. And as I said, for those notes that Frank was referring to in that video, at the end of this webinar, you will be directed over to the site where you can download those for free. Thank you for your time. My name's Clint Haynes. I'm a Senior Technical Business Advisor myself here at Virsage. Have a great day.